Hello, fellow tabletoppers, and welcome to a short rant of mine about a fantastic upcoming game called KeyForge. It is a game by the famous Richard Garfield, the creator of Magic and King of Tokyo and lots of other good games. But what really interested me about KeyForge is that it's a new card game. It's not a collectible card game as Magic, and it's not a living card game as Fantasy Flight have made before. It's a unique deck game. What the hell is a new unique deck game, you might ask? Well, it's basically a game where you buy a pack of cards, which is your deck, and that's what you have to play with. You cannot mix these cards with other cards from other decks because they will all have a unique backside and a unique front side. So you're sort of locked in having only these cards. So a lot of a lot of Magic players will probably say, "Hey, I want to customize my deck, and it sucks if I'm locked into this. What kind of junk is this?" Well, first off, what I really like about it, and what Richard Garfield has also talked about a lot, is that it will force you to play your deck, figure out what works, what doesn't work in it, and it will also remove all the net decking where if you play competitive Magic or other card games where you simply have to spend so much time online reading up on what decks are tier 1 and tier 2 and what strategies are best, and that's great for people who like doing that, but it's so time consuming. And for a person like me that likes to play these games and like to also play it semi-competitively, I simply don't have the time to sit and read about every strategy and thing, and if I don't, then I'm just gonna get my ass kicked by someone who does. So what's interesting about a unique deck game is, well, you're the only expert on your deck. No one else has it, so no one else knows exactly what it is. And I think from a player standpoint, that's super interesting. It's a new way of it's a new model for card games, which will probably, at least if you ask me, it will hit home with a lot of people like me who like card games, but it's not our only hobby like some of the very good Magic players are, or Netrunner players, or Star Wars Destiny players are. That's sort of their one game that they spend so much time on. I like board games. I like all kinds of games. I want to play other games too, but I also want to play this game, and this game is so good. Not only the whole way of producing the cards and this new thing, but also just as a game, it's great. It's a card game. You have creatures. It sounds a little like Magic, right? But no, there's a few very big differences. One of the main differences is there is no resource system. There is no mana. There is no cost to cards. You simply, every turn, you choose one of the 3 houses that your deck is comprised of, and you can interact with those cards. So that means you can play cards, you can activate creatures from that house, or you can discard cards. This gives a very interesting puzzle during the game, because it's the only thing you can activate. So if you have lots of creatures from one house from a previous turn, and then in your current turn, you will have the choice of, well, you could activate all those creatures, but if you don't have cards in your hand that match those, then you'll just sit with that cards in your hand, and you want to cycle through your deck to get new cards. So there is this super interesting choice every turn, and you could basically, there's no limit to what card you can play. Every card in your hand you can potentially play, and I think that's brilliant. Another thing I think is brilliant is that it's not a game about killing your opponents. So it's not like Magic or Hearthstone or other games where there's a life total. You have to kill someone. You have creatures though, but it's a race. It's a race to forge 3 keys. That's why it's called KeyForge. Yeah. So the first player who forges 3 keys wins. So it's a race to forge a key. You need to have 6 ember. So it's a race to sort of generate ember the most efficiently. And you can use creatures to generate ember by reaping. And that's very good. But you could also use your creatures to eliminate your opponent's creatures, so he can't reap. So it's it's a choice, right? What do you want to do? Do you want to try to outpace him or try to outcontrol your opponent? It's super great. One more minor thing that I also like about it is that decks are rather small and you always draw up to 6 cards, so there's not this 1 card draw thing that a lot of games have a bad habit of doing. But that means you'll get through your deck in most games. And when you're through your deck, you simply shuffle your discard pile into a deck again, so you can run through a deck multiple times or more times than one. And I think it's a little thing, but it's super nice. It's very nice. Well, I could go on and on about this game, but I won't. I will simply tell you that come probably November or December, before Christmas at least, this will be out, and you really should try it out. It's super cheap. It will cost like $10 US dollars for a deck like this, and then you can play. And you can play like I'll buy lots of decks. I admit it, I will. But you can play anyone. And no matter how much money they spend, they won't have a better deck than you, because they will also just have a random deck that they can't mix in with others. So it's gonna level the playing field, which I think is great. So yeah, this is one of the things I'm looking the most forward to digging my teeth into. I have these 2 decks, and I've played them a lot with a lot of people, and I think it's so much fun, and I hope you will get it and enjoy it too. At least you should try, if you ask me. That's it. No more rant for me right now. You have a nice morning or evening or day, or I guess it can't really be anything else, but yeah. Have a nice one, and see you next time, hopefully. Bye.